Dear Evan Hansen, absolutely love it. Ben Platt's voice is perfection. It is the most beautiful voice. He has the nicest tone, and that musical got me through some really hard times as well. When I was struggling with depression, I just found like some of the songs to be so like, I don't know, helpful, which is a deep place to go in this video because we're at B&M, but you know, like sometimes it's just good to talk about it, and good reminder, isn't it, that like no matter what you see online, you never know what people are going through, but you should listen to it because it's really good. But yeah, we are at B&M today. I was going to say, can you see it in the background, but I don't know if you can. I have a list of a couple of things that I need, and then, well, yeah, it's mainly that. I'm not really here for like bits and bobs and decorations and things like that. As much as I'm excited about the next couple of months, I still find it quite like weird already that September is coming towards the end, and then as much as people get really excited about like autumn and stuff, by the time we reach November, everyone's going to be sort of like in pre-Christmas mode, and it just goes too fast sometimes for my liking, and I always feel a bit like, oh, like I'm literally trying to put the brakes on, like no, and it's not working. But yeah, I'm here to get a couple of things. The main thing I want to get is, well, I'm not going to commit to it. I would like a lamp. So we had some new shoe storage in our hallway, and the lamp that we used to use on our little console table in there, it points down like this. It's like kind of got like a neck like that, and then it has this really small shade, but because of the angle of it now, it points down and it hits the bit of table, but it's at eye level, and it used to sort of light up a bit more of the space, but because it's higher up, when it's on now, the hallway is darker, and I don't really know how that works, but that's the case. I'll have to show you when I'm at home, and every time I'm in there now, I'm like, oh, it's really dark in here, really dark. And I did wonder if the lamp might be quite like nice for one of the kids' bedrooms, possibly like stands or something like that, so it could be repurposed, but I do feel like we could do with something a little bit better in there, just because I don't like dark, especially as it's getting into these months. Another thing that I need is like a roasting tray, because my favourite one, which is like a green scalloped edge one from Habitat that I got on sale like ages ago, has like a hairline crack, and I don't know if it's the crack in the varnish of like the ceramic or if it's actually a crack in it, but I have like slight worries that it's going to crack soon, and I always use it for like roast potatoes and stuff, so I feel like I need another bigger tray that I can use, because I've broken quite a few over the years, and it's literally the only one that I have that is suitable for roast potatoes, so I'm going to try and find something like that. And then it's just like the usual cleaning bits, but obviously if we see anything nice, I will show you. I'm going to stop talking now, and I'll take you in, and then afterwards I will do a little car haul, and then we'll call it a day, because you know me, I chat too much. Right, let's do this. Okay, first spot is that these are all only £1, like Febreze dupes, so I'm definitely getting them. I love stocking up on festive scents. This aisle always seems to be where all the new sweets are, so shall we have a look? There's nothing massively new. These are nice though, she's not tried them. We also have cookie flavoured Milky Bar buttons as well. Do I stock up on Halloween sweets now? You know, for trick-or-treaters, or do I wait a little bit? I never know, but they've got loads. Absolutely loads. A little chocolate brownie baking thing that's in the shape of a coffin. These sweet cones are cute if you're having like a party or something. They're £1.50 each. These are cute. They're little like hot chocolate pots with marshmallow brains. You could get one of these as well if you were doing like a little boo basket. I'm not, but it'd be quite cute. I know it's a bit early yet, but these are such good stocking fillers if you've got like a teen or something. They're like £2.30, and they're little boba sets. I actually think like Daisy and Bill would love them. Oh my god, do you remember Tizer? I have not seen this for years. That's mad. I didn't even know that still existed. I'm really trying to be brave with my filming, but what is quite nice is that it's quieter today. I get so awkward around other people. I don't want to make people feel uncomfortable either. They have all the new Mrs. Hinge stuff. Shall we smell it and see what it's like? It's bluebells and wild berries. it's nice, but it's not as Christmassy as I would want. Am I allowed to say that word yet? Because I just did. I might get the room spray though. There's only one of those left and it's nice enough to have and stuff. Elbow Grease has a new festive scent. It's apple and cinnamon. They have these everywhere and they're so weird. Look at this. I've got to get that for Merlin. Spotted some more Halloween stuff. This is a little boba set, which is quite cute if you were doing a boo basket. I am going to pick these up though, because they're little edible sugar wafers, and if we do any Halloween baking in half term, I think these would be really handy. Oh my god, they have so much Halloween stuff still, which I'm really pleased about, because I feel like it goes too quickly normally because of all the Christmas stuff, but if you need Halloween decor, you need to come here. I mean, look at all of this. And then there's more, so we've got like fluffy stuff, we've got cauldrons, we've got lights. Oh my goodness me. Mark will kill me if I bought any more though. He says I've got a problem, and he is right, but yeah, they have loads of Halloween stuff. But we need to try and find lamps, which I must confess I've never bought from here before, so I don't really know where to look. I just want one that's like nice and neutral, you know me. Not too expensive, don't want to spend loads. Oh, here we go. Well, that's a bit disappointing because none of them are really that cute. Just start right there because I found the cutest things. That is adorable. But the lids are pointless, I will point that out to you. They only look cute when you're not drinking out of them. But this is giving festive iced coffee. Do I need them? No. Will I have the willpower to put them back? Who knows? They have some very like on-trend Stanley dupes. There's a nice little brown one. I keep seeing everyone and their donkey getting excited over these ones, but they're not doing it for me. The roasting trays aren't really giving what I wanted them to either. I wanted a stainless steel one that had like handles and could be used for various different things, but I just feel like none of these are really that. It's so nice to actually have the confidence to film, because I feel like I'm actually bringing you shopping with me and it's a bit more fun, whereas normally I just, well, you know what I'm like. I'm literally in a winter wonderland. It's ridiculous. I was on another aisle, but there's quite a few people on there, so I've bought you a few of my favourite finds. These I bought last year and they looked so nice in my kitchen. I put them where the panelling was. These are great to pop anywhere and like dead affordable. And they have so many cute little blankets. This is a little ice skate one for £5. And then they've got a driving home for Christmas, which is absolutely gorgeous. Like, I would love to buy a few bits, but I also feel like restraint because it's still only September and I want to enjoy the now, but I also just thought I would show you in case you needed to budget. The mug game is so strong. There's a little matching jug as well for that other coffee cup we saw earlier. If you're a bow girl, you'll love this one. This is absolutely huge. You could have soup out of that. Honestly, all the homeware is gorgeous. This is so cute. And I have picked up these placemats because I'm actually going to use them as decorations instead, which I think could last all year round, to be honest. I honestly think of everything. These are so cute. You know, if you want to do like homemade gifts and stuff, I absolutely love them. Little mini mason jars, you know, for like hot chocolate station. This is just ridiculously cute. Right, I think it's time to check out and I'll show you what I've got in the car. So we're back in the car and I didn't go crazy. This is probably the least interesting part of the video, to be honest, because I didn't buy loads. I just kind of got what I went in for, apart from the lamp and the roasting dish. If anyone's got any suggestions of where I can look, let me know. I feel like you know what I want. I want a really nice, neutral, simple lamp. It's not too expensive. Like some of the lamps in there, they were like £20 and they weren't necessarily the quality that I would expect for £20. I don't know, maybe I'm just too used to like B&M being a bit cheaper. And then the roasting dishes were just not what I was after. I wanted something that would really last. So I don't know, maybe Amazon is my best bet, I'm not sure. But anyway, what I got, basically, the most exciting thing was probably the star woven placemats. £7 £1 for two, so £3.50 each, and I think that these would look gorgeous on a shelf. There's nothing that makes them stand out as like having to go on a table, in my opinion, and because I have a few stars and stuff around the house anyway, I think that they will work really nicely like all year round. But even then, you could still get away with these at like autumn, Halloween time, because it makes me think of like magic, witchcraft kind of thing, and then just Christmas. But I thought they were really, really nice, and obviously there's nothing from stopping me from using them on a table if I need to. And then the rest was kind of just bits and bobs that I thought would make sense to pick up. So I did buy a few bits for trick-or-treaters, just because I do like to add to our stash as we go, because I feel like it just feels less intimidating, and then I feel like, oh, that's one thing I'm sort of organised for. So these are glow-in-the-dark lollipops and candy rings, which I just thought for trick-or-treating, like if they see them in the bowl and they glow a little bit in the dark, that's quite cool. So they were £1 and you get 15 in there, which isn't too bad. I also got the gummy body parts, which were also £1, and these were like individually wrapped, which is useful, and they're strawberry flavour. And then I got the gummy eyeballs, which are blueberry and strawberry flavours, so they're like different colours. So that's kind of like an option. And then what I'll do is probably get some chocolates, sort of sweets as well, just in case like some kids like don't like sweets, for example. And then I'll probably get like a few maybe fruit-based snacks, like the Fruit Factory ones or something like that, or the ones from Aldi or something, because I know that sometimes like little ones come, or parents have preferences about sugar and stuff. So I always try and make sure I've got options. I should also make sure I get some like free from stuff as well, shouldn't I? Anyway, that's for in my brain, not yours. The next thing that I picked up that was spooky, there's going to be no order to this because I'm just picking them out the bag, is a dancing skeleton projector. Projects onto any wall and is battery operated for indoor use. And I know this, right, I'm not a spooky girly, I'm not a Halloween girly. I like autumn or fall, but I'm not, it's a weird one. I love making my kids happy, so therefore by relation to that I like the seasons and I like doing stuff and things like that. I would say that if I had to pick between like autumn and like winter, they're more wintry and more of a Christmas girl, I think. But that said, I collect Halloween decorations, and I have done for years, and I've always been this person that would like my house to be a house that the second kids see it on a street, they know that that is a safe place to go to trick or treat, because the rule around where we live is that like you don't knock on unless there's like a pumpkin or something outside or an indication that they're trick or treating, just because, you know, people don't want to be pests. We've got a lot of elderly people on our estate, that sort of thing. So I always really try and make an effort to just be that one house on the road that looks a bit crazy and a bit fun and exciting, and I buy little bits and add to my collection over the years with a view to just sort of trying to make it special. I never can show it though, because obviously like if I am posting the outside of my house, like for safety reasons, it's not a sensible thing to do, and I wouldn't want like random people turning up at my door. But I really do make an effort. So I have a lot of I've got like lights that I put out and stuff, I've got like scary bits, fun bits and all of that. And while this says indoor use, we have an area outside where this could be put and not get wet and stuff, so that's kind of my plan. And I am really excited, really excited for that, because there's nothing nicer. I take my kids out with my friend and her kids. We always walk around and do the sort of thing together, and then normally Bill will stay on like trick-or-treating duty while that's happening, and then he goes a bit later with his mates, because obviously there's quite a big age gap and he wouldn't want to come with me anymore because I'm cringe, do you know what I mean? Well, I'm not, I think I'm a cool mom, not a regular mom, but you know, he's grown up, that's life. The next thing that I got, again in no particular order, is the Flash Spray Wipe Done Multi-Purpose Woodland Whispers spray. I pretty much always use these in my kitchen, and I love the different scents. So at the moment I think we've just got an apple one, so what I'll do, I'll use this until it runs out, and then it'll probably get me, I imagine, will that get me to Christmas, and then I can just bring the apple one back out from under my sink. But I really like them, they're like a couple of quid. I like the fact that they smell nice. I always have said that, you know, with cleaning, I get why people get excited about their favourite cleaning products, because it's not the funnest of jobs. Like, don't get me wrong, I find it quite satisfying, but if I can make the area around me smell nicer and just like be more enjoyable while I'm doing it, then I'm going to. So I picked that up. I'm making such a mess, and now someone's pulled up to me, like next to me in the car, and it's so awkward. I'm just gonna look at this very intently for a second while they walk away. Have they gone? Yes, they've gone. Right, we got Fairy Skip the Soak Power Spray. I bought this on a whim a couple of months ago now, and I have to say it's really, really good. I accidentally bought the lemon one though. I wish I bought the original smell, because I actually do quite like the smell of Fairy, but it's really good. You can spray it and like just wash at the sink, and it really does break stuff down. I've used it on like my oven, when like I put the oven cleaning setting on, and then afterwards I'll put it in and like give it an extra scrub with this just to make sure it's all clean. And then another thing, spray and load the dishwasher. So you've got a bit of a stubborn plate or like dish that you use and you're chucking it in the dishwasher, and you know how sometimes there's always little bits that don't quite come off. Spray this on first, and then you can just sort of chuck it in there, and it usually comes out a lot better. Skip the soak is what it says. I think you saw me using this in my last vlog actually, when I was cleaning, and I finished it up, didn't I? What I will say, it says skip the soak, but I do leave it on sometimes if I've got the time to, because it obviously just has more time to work. But it's a really good product, and I wouldn't normally like get so overexcited about something like that, but I've missed having it, so I bought another one. I got pulled into this elbow grease scrubbing pad, the Christmas edition, which actually is the most lurid flipping thing I've ever seen in my life. Look at the flipping state of that. It's not aesthetic in the slightest, is it? But you know, I'm a whore for stuff like this. The main reason why I bought this is that the softer side is actually really, really good for wiping. You know, we have a hob, what's it called? An induction hob, and sometimes if you wipe it with a normal cloth, it has like watermarks on it, but these are really, really good for that. So I basically bought it just to get a nice shine, a nice sheen, so that's what that's for. And then I did get some more cleaning bits. So you saw these at the start of the video. These are only £1, and I just feel like they're probably not going to be as good as the original ones, but when you do have multiple rooms that you want to keep fresh, like we're very, very fortunate now to have 3 toilets, and obviously you want to keep them looking fresh and clean and all that jazz. But when I'm buying like the proper ones of these, you can easily spend nearly a tenner on 3, whereas I got 3 for £3. Well, actually I only bought 2 because we do have one already at the moment in the kids bathroom. And then again, these forest pine and aromatic cedar, and then sweet cinnamon and apple. I just thought I would get these because I do stock up on them. I have a golden retriever and a cat and rats and kids, and obviously that's going to bring smells into my house that like are not the one, shall we say. So I like to have them. I do like to have them. I have them dotted around various different places, and I was really pleased to have spent only £4 on them. Genuinely thrilled, as you can tell. Another thing that I got in no particular order, this car is getting so flipping hot, these edible Halloween sugar wafers that I showed you, they were about £1 if I remember correctly. And I always do this, and I think you'll have seen in past videos before that I've done, like when it's coming up to a holiday, a school holiday, a break, a half term, this, that and the other, I always try and think ahead and think, right, what can I get in for a quick rainy day simple activity? And it really does save my bacon sometimes, I cannot tell you. And it's so easy to like grab them as well. Like if you're not going to B&M, stick them on your grocery order, or like have a quick mooch around when you're in the shops doing your grocery shop of the week. Like it's so useful to just have little bits, because if it is raining, and you know, you've not always got the funds that week or something to go and do something, you could just do like a baking activity or a crafting activity, or watch a movie and make like spooky popcorn, like get popcorn and then add like spooky sweets into it. And it's like such a nice thing to do. The kids value it so much, but it's such minimal effort, so I always get bits in like that. I got the Mrs. Hinge Alpine Escape Air Mist from Febreze. They had the Woodland Whisper one as well, but I thought I would give Mrs. Hinge a go because I like her. And it's so cool, isn't it? Like, she started off as a little cleaning account and now she has like her own range. That's so amazing. These are really cool. These are fruit rollers, roll-ups, blackcurrant flavour snack rolls. They're basically like fruit winders, but they're Stranger Things, and they're only £1 each. They've got upside down red cherry flavour and Mind Lair blackcurrant flavour fruit rollers. But yeah, I think these are quite cool. The kids will find them really interesting anyway, and I thought they would be like a cute like lunchbox snack around the Halloween period, because like, you know, ooh, scary. And then the last two things, I got my dog a toy because I really love my dog. I did nearly buy Elsa some cat toys, and then I remembered that like out of our cats, Romeo, bless his soul, miss him so much, he was the only one that ever played with cat toys. Elsa just plays with like fire instead, or like rugs. I had to buy a new rug recently because she beat the shit out of my current one that I really liked and was really happy with because I could put it in the washing machine, and she murdered it. She absolutely murdered it. I was fuming. Oh, the person's back. And then the final thing that I got, which was the biggest like treat, I avoided getting everything else as much as I wanted like mugs and cups and all that jazz. Like, I didn't feel I could justify it. Like, they're all much of a muchness, and I've got rid of some bits recently, and I just think you don't need it. You don't need it, babe. You don't need it. But I'm a sucker for a little Nordic house that glows. This was £5, and it's got a little chimey button, which I don't know if you're going to be able to see in the car. Can you see that? It's glowing a little bit, but I just thought that was adorable. And stuff like this I think is so sweet, and it's a sort of thing that lasts as well. That was £5, and that was like my little treat to myself with my my table mats. And do you know what I've just realised as well? I forgot to get bloody bleach for the toilet. So yeah, that is everything. I will end this here unless I go back in and get bleach, and I'll let you know at the end of the video. So like, let's see, will it fade to black or will I come back? Did you guess right? I went back in, I got Astonish Toilet Fresh Winter Spice, 2 of those, and a bleach. Cost me £2.60 I think, and now I'm actually going home. So have a lovely rest of your day.